It is fascinating how we know exactly what to do, and yet sometimes we do the reverse. We let our negative self-talk rule our life and get stuck in our own limiting beliefs. Nathalie P. is the expert with a proven system to reprogram your brain and get you transformational results. Nathalie P., the founder and CEO of Think Yourself Academy, offering leading-edge courses, online training, and events. She is a co-founder of TYA Education, transforming children's inner language to build self-esteem and perseverance. She combines over 10 years of experience in human resources, 25 years of experience in sales, and over 30 years of experience in the fitness industry. In 2007, she was Fitness Instructor of the Year for Canada. She is a dynamic, engaging, and professional speaker, offering conferences, trainings, and keynotes which get you hooked with relatable stories and analogies.
Who wants to use the ring to make money?
Along the past 30 years, she has inspired over 100,000 audience members and empowered thousands of clients internationally. She is on the board of directors of CAPS, the Canadian Association of Professional Speakers. Nathalie P. is a master of neuroscience. She uses specific brain reprogramming processes in her practice as a master life coach and executive coach. She has helped thousands of people in Canada, Europe, the United States, and third world countries to get rid of their negative self-talk and to live to their full potential. She is a #1 international best-selling author of 11 books on wellness and empowerment, including 8 international #1 bestsellers. She is also CEO of Think Yourself Publishing, helping entrepreneurs position themselves as experts with a published book. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Somehow, Nathalie can.
Let me take you back over 12 years ago. I was building my business on the side, of course. I had to keep my full-time job because I needed safety, security, a steady paycheck, because I had heard you don't make money in the fitness industry. I don't know who started this. Like, really? Like, why don't we trust ourselves? But no, I was choosing to listen to that voice inside my head telling me, you're not going to make it as a fitness professional, as a professional speaker. Look at you. You don't even speak English. Like, it's so true, though, that my English was so bad back in the days. Even today, I still put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllables once in a while. But at that time, I remember a yoga class that I was teaching. And at the end, you know, during the relaxation, I wanted them to relax their face as well. So I wanted them to put their tongue in the roof of their mouth. And I said, put your thong behind your tits. Yeah, loser, really. I was hearing that voice very loud in my head telling me, you want to write books in English? You want to be a motivational speaker? What's wrong with you? Like, you're never going to make it. And that's when I decided I need to shut down this voice inside my head. I need to figure out a way to change this negative self-talk to propel me to become a business person that is able to make money in the fitness industry and that is able to live from my passion. So I spent the last decade studying neuroscience and created a system that will reprogram that voice in my head and will help me unlock my full potential. That's the system I shared in my 8 international #1 best-selling books. And today I will share with you what I've discovered that I did along the way as I was building my mindset practice, as I was building my coaching business, my speaking business, my fitness business. And as I was building all that, I realized that I was pretty good at making money. And a lot of people came to me asking me, well, yeah, I know you want to work with my mindset. You want to help me with my fears. You want to help me with my limiting beliefs. But I want you to teach me, how do I make money? So I'll take you back when I started with social medias. So I remember having reached the top and the top of social media. I don't know if you remember back then, we didn't have business pages. We just had a one personal profile on Facebook, right? And on that day, I had arrived. I had reached 100 followers on Facebook. Oh, yeah, right. I know it sounds really funny now, but back then it was a big deal. So I thought, okay, now I'm going to start posting ads and offering my services, and people are going to line up to work with me. Didn't work. So I thought maybe I need more followers. So I reached 500 followers, 1,000 followers. Still not money in my bank account. And I thought, what do I have to do? So I even reached the max, like 5,000 friends you can have on Facebook, and then started my business page, and I started to do ads, and it was still not converting. So I thought, wait a minute, is that it? Maybe I need to work harder. So I started to work harder, and I started to go to networking events, and I started to invest in marketing platforms, and I started to open a YouTube account and an Instagram account and a Twitter account. And then all of a sudden I was so busy, I was working harder and harder. I had no life balance. I could never spend time with my husband or the kids. And I thought, oh, sweet, that's cool. Is that what it is to be an entrepreneur? Huh, I'm loving it, right? And I could see people going away for months at a time down to Mexico for the winter, or in Florida or in California. And I was like, I can't even take a day off. Never mind leaving for 2 months to go spend the winter away. What's this all about? So that's when I decided I'm going to do this. And I'm going to call this Freedom 45. And when I turned 45 years old, I was 42 back then. I said, when I turn 45 years old, I will go away for 2 months and sit by the pool when I look at the sales coming up on my phone. I need to figure that out. And I feel blessed that I made this decision 3 years ago, that I wanted to get my business online, that I wanted to create a business for myself, because I was really good at what I was doing, but I was not good at, I didn't have a business. It's not because I had a message to share on stage. It's not because I had content for my books. And it's not because I was a great trainer or a great fitness instructor that I had a business, because being a business pro is different than being good at what you do. And I created something that would work for me, and something that allowed me, because I just got back from, we had rented a house for 2 months in California, and I was sitting by the pool looking at sales coming out on my phone, telling me, you just sold an online course, because I went online when I had a choice to do so. Now it's happening, and a lot of people are doing it because they don't have a choice. Now, would you love to have been there 3 years ago, transitioning for your business online? We all wanted to do that, but no, now we don't have a choice because of the new reality. And just to remember that this is not a temporary pause in our life. This is the new life. This is what it's gonna be now. So we need to remember that what we're building right now, it is an emergency, because we need to adapt. Because if we don't adapt, there won't be a business for us. And I'm very sad to see that a lot of businesses have already closed their doors. A lot of big businesses that did not survive. So it's scary, the situation that we're in right now, and we need to do something about it. So I will help you today with giving you a few tips that are part of my course, Think Yourself a Business Pro. And the very first key to have a business is to have a home base. You don't want to post on social media and have thousands of likes, because it was happening to me. I was posting videos, and some videos I had like 4,000 likes and engagement, and people would comment and send me messages, but that was not money in my bank account, because I don't own Facebook, I don't own Instagram, I don't own Twitter. And people that are interacting there, they're not really wanting to do a business with me. They're wanting to be entertained. I'm like a catalog, and they're looking at the pages while they're waiting in line at a coffee shop to do takeout. So you need first to attract people to come onto your website. So you need to have a place where people will ultimately do a transaction with you. Just like people do not marry you on the first date. So you meet somebody at a coffee shop, you see them for the first time, you never talk to them, and you drop on your knee and you offer them a ring. This is not how it works. And yet a lot of people do that with social media. A lot of people do that to me. On LinkedIn especially, I get a lot of wedding proposal on the first day. They ask me to connect. I click connect, and they send me this whole big proposal that you know that I am a 6-figure master coach and I can help you build your business of your dream, blah, blah, blah. And then they offer me this package at $1,200. This is not how it works. We need to understand funnel marketing. We need to understand that the first step is to grab their attention. So that's what we do with social media. We grab their attention. They become aware that we exist. They don't even like us yet. They just saw us for the first time at the coffee shop. Then you need to grab their interest by being interested in them. So you will go to their profile. You will like what they do. You will be interested in them. And then eventually they'll say, hey, well, okay, maybe I'll go on a date with you. They're not marrying you yet. They just want to go on a date with you. So maybe they will go onto your website because you piqued their interest and you said, hey, I'll give you something for free. Come to my website. I've got this PDF of the 3 common mistakes that people do when they try to get back in shape after having kids. Hey, this is cool. So now you pique their interest. Attention, they know you exist. Then you bring them onto your website. Then you have to turn this interest into desire. So eventually they will actually want to maybe invest something. So you'll offer them something that's $1, that's $20, a small little thing, or a sign up to my free class or my free online 1 week of classes. And eventually this will lead into action. And after dating for a few months and sometimes a few years, that's when they will drop on their knees and pop up the ring. Or that's when you can make the offer as well and ask them to marry you. So you need to use this pattern in order to take people from social media to bring them to where it is that they will make a transaction with you. And as soon as you can, you need to capture their email address so that you can have a way to send them some free content. And I'll show you a little bit more about this in a minute. The second step, so the first step was having a home base. The second step is to build the following. So here's how I do it. Everything that I do, and in the past where we used to be allowed to be face-to-face with our followers, I was speaking a lot. So I would go to my hometown library and I would just give a 20-minute free speech on something. You could have free classes. You could offer the small conference on a small, let's say, webinar on what are the main, the 3 key elements to weightlifting, or how to prevent injuries when you are over 50, whatever it is. So find a topic that you're passionate about, and in the full Think Yourself a Business Pro course, I do teach exactly how to find your niche and what are the 3 main steps in order to really niche and pick a lane. But today we're just seeing these 2 steps, so home base and a following. So what you'll do is you'll create a way for you to deliver free content, and especially in these times. So you want to do some free webinar and have a way to service your people. You are solving a problem right now. So in these events, I always had a coupon with something to draw. So have a gift. Easy for me, I have written so many books. In your case, if let's say you don't have a book, you can just go buy some Starbucks card, or you can draw for a free prize, a free class, a free membership for a week. Keep it small. People are interested in winning free stuff. It doesn't need to be a $1,200 gift. And you ask them permission on this coupon. 1, I want to receive the free book. I want to be included in the draw. 2, I want to be signed up on your newsletter. And on your newsletter, you will send them content every week, consistency, cool stuff that they want to read. The next one is I want to sign up for a free 15-minute virtual coffee with me. So let's say people are interested in you, and they will be, because you're absolutely amazing, and they will be so excited about getting to know you that they will want to have a free 15-minute call with you. So ask them permission. And then track your numbers. I'm a nerd, and I've been tracking my numbers for over 15 years. Well, not true, 12 years. And I tell you that 92% of people actually sign up the coupon. They fill out the coupon. They want to be included in the draw. Out of these people, out of, let's say, a room full of 100 people, there will be 8 people that will not fill out the coupon. Do I go home and start crying? No, life is a stat, and everything that you do is part of your stats. So 76% of these people will say, I want to sign up for the newsletter. 24% are not going to want to sign up for the newsletter, and it's fine. Those are my numbers. I'm very happy with these numbers. 42% of people will say, I want a free 15-minute call with you. Out of these 42 people, out of 100, 20 of them only will have the call, because I will email everybody after and I will say, hey, thanks for wanting the call. Here's the link to book a time with me. And only 20, like half of these 42%, will actually have the call with me. Out of these people that I will have a call with, 6% will convert, will buy something from me. So out of a room of 100 people, 6 people will exchange money with me. This is my number. So this is how I decide if I'm going to accept a speaking engagement. My rate is quite high. I charge $5,000 for a speaking engagement, and yet I do still speak for free, because I ask for what is my conversion rate and what is the size of your crowd. What are you offering me? And I've paid my own flight and my own hotel room to go speak, for example, at the Women's Show in Calgary. And I ask, I will come for free, and I need to be on Sunday afternoon, right after the firemen's show, because after the firemen's fashion show, there's 300 women there. So 300 women, if you do the math, 300 times 6%, that means $18,000 for me, because one person that converts, my packages are about $1,000 for a package. So if there's 300 people, that means that out of 300, 18 people will convert. That's 6%. Out of these 18 people that buys a $1,000 package from me, that's $18,000. Did I speak for free? No. So you need to start tracking your numbers. And these numbers have not always been like that. I've had 0.0.001 of conversion, and you need to learn what makes you convert. How do you say things? You need to evaluate the things that you say. And then you build your legacy follow-up series. So the first time that people sign up, I offer them a free PDF download. So download the technique on how to change a limiting belief. And people download it for free. It has to be consumable in less than 10 minutes. You give them free content and consistency, because as they've downloaded this PDF, you have given them a whole bunch of information, and they've given you their email address. So now it's time to court them. It's time to have your dates with them on a regular basis, and it can take years. And eventually you offer them your ebook for $1, and eventually you offer them a paperback. And eventually you offer them an online course, and then you offer them a coaching package. So you go through your own legacy follow-up series, and everything is automated in my case. So that's what I use in order to be able to make money while I'm sitting by the pool in California, is this automation, this system that I use that is happening without me having to manually send emails to everybody, or remember that I need to follow up, or remember that it's so-and-so's birthday because I asked my client's birthday, or there's a lot of automation that you can do, so many softwares, so many apps, and that's why I created the Think Yourself a Tech Pro as well, to help people to save time and money with technology. So remember, life is still happening. This is not a pause in our life. We are in this, it's happening, and it's going to stay for a while. Let's remember, when we go back to our gyms, when we go back to, when I go back to the stages of this world, it's not necessarily going to be the same that it was before. There's no bouncing back to where we were. We're just going to bounce forward. So where do you want to be when you get there? So I offered WIFA some specific and exclusive discounts. So this is my gift to you. So you can go to thinkyourself.com/WIFA, and you can download this free implementation guide. So on this implementation guide of Think Yourself a Business Pro, you will get the 10 tips and ways to implement all these tools to build yourself a business. So this is free. So go there, thinkyourself.com/WIFA. I also have some exclusive offer. Because you are part of the summit, I'm giving you a 75% off on the Think Yourself a Business Pro course. Same thing with the Think Yourself a Tech Pro. The basic is $24 right now. This is ridiculous amount of discount. It's not what I'm used to, and it's my pleasure to do this because I do want to support women in fitness. Same with my coaching certification. If you want to become a coach and do what I do, my coaching certification is 50% right now. You all have this on thinkyourself.com/WIFA, and I'm giving you 75% on all my other courses: Think Yourself Confident, Think Yourself Healthy, Think Yourself a Relationship Pro. And I want to leave you today with this story. I do work with children in Haiti in an orphanage, and one day as we were delivering some some food up in the mountains, because there's a big school where there's about 800 kids that go to that school, and attached is the orphanage. There's about 100 kids that are without parents. And then there are all these families that are living in the mountains, about 4-hour walk from there. And the only place you can walk is through the river, because the forest is really dense. So people walk through the river in order to be able to get to the village to go to school. So eventually the society that I volunteer with has built 6 satellite schools in the mountains that we serve, and we bring the food to these 6 satellite schools so that the kids that live in the mountains, the farmers, they don't have to walk every day to school through the river. Now, the river is the only way of transportation, so the truck needs to drive through the river as well. And we got stuck one day, and all of a sudden the whole community starts to come out and starts to help us push the truck. And it's a gong show. It's crazy because some people are pushing from the front while some people are pushing from the back at the same time, and some people are putting rocks underneath the tires at the front and at the back of the tire at the same time. So it's not working. It's about an hour that goes on like this, where everybody's doing one thing at a time, and everybody's doing their own thing, thinking that they're helping, but it's a big gong show, until Albert, the leader of our group, gets out of the truck and he says, "Okay, enough. You go there, you go there, you rocks over here, you remove these rocks over there." And in 10 minutes, the truck was out. And this is what happens when you work smarter. This is what happens when somebody knows what they're doing and teaches you this is what you need to do, because you can work hard. And these guys were working hard at trying to get this truck out, but they're pushing in so many different directions that it was not going anywhere. So this is what we need to remember, that when we're an entrepreneur, we need to work smarter. And I have made so many mistakes. I spent so much time on YouTube watching tutorials. I've spent so much money that I didn't have so that you don't have to. So it'd be my pleasure to have a chat with you. Just go on to thinkyourself.com/schedule and then let's book a free virtual coffee with me. It would be at my absolute pleasure. So make sure you check out the thinkyourself.com/WIFA and get advantage of all your gifts and your exclusive offer. My name is Nathalie Plamondon-Thomas, and I'm the CEO of the Think Yourself Academy. We're providing online courses, trainings, workshops in order to help people making money living from their passion. Thanks, everyone.